Hey y'all, happy Monday. Good evening. I'm gonna do a quick video. I read a lot of the comments and I'm seeing where people were asking me questions about how I taught my children, my sons, or what I taught them about credit and money. So real quick, I'll give you a backstory of what credit and money looked like to me growing up. My mother, for as long as I can remember, has been a business owner. And she always stressed to me that credit was extremely important. She always stressed for me to pay my bills on time. Her thing was pay your bills on time before you shop. Don't ever extend your credit to anyone. Don't ever co-sign. Don't ever this, don't ever that. Okay. And as a young girl, my mom has built homes. She had nice cars. We always lived in nice neighborhoods. So watching her taking those steps, I knew that, that's something I want to be too. I want to follow in her footsteps. I want to be able to live decent and have the things that I want. So I wasn't a materialistic person as a teen growing up. Like, I didn't care about fashion like that. I wasn't into that stuff. I was a t-shirt, sweatshirt type girl, okay? I was just, as long as my hair was done, I was okay. So growing up, that's what I seen. I seen her handle business completely. Like, there was no waiver in that. So as I had children and it was time for me to move out of my mom's house, I got an apartment. I did that for a few years. I rented a home. Then I bought a home. Then I bought another home. So in my 20s, I bought two homes or two houses. And I was never late on the mortgage. I was never late on rent. I was never late on car payments. And I will say this. Now, I'm not perfect. I could have been late paying it. And yes, I paid a late payment. But I was never 30 days late where it show up on your credit, okay? That was an absolute no. Because I knew that I had to maintain those things so I didn't have to go back home to my mama house. Once you're grown and got your own kids, you're not trying to go back home to your mama house, right? Okay. That was a contributing factor outside of my mother, raising me with it. I did not want to go back home. So as I had my children and I began to get credit cards, I put my children on my credit cards as authorized users from the beginning of time. And I think I had a comment that asked me, how did I do that without them knowing? I did it very young. I did it before they even knew what credit was. I did it before they would even need credit. Because to me, you don't need credit in high school for what? All you need is a job. That's something that I did in high school. I had a job and I went to school. My mother made sure that I was independent. I worked. If I wanted a phone line in my room, I had to work for it. I had to work for my gas in my car, pay my car insurance. Like, she made sure the things that I wanted was a privilege, one. And, if it wasn't a necessity by her thing was like, I feed you, I clothe you, I love you, I provide a safe environment. But all these other things, I want you to know how to get those things for yourself so you'll never have to depend on anybody. And that's exactly what she did. And I am so thankful for that. Thank you, Mommy. So thankful. So I did the same thing with my sons. Through high school, they're all 4 to 5 years apart, okay? So through high school, they all worked. Except, well, my oldest and my youngest was in football. They were in sports. So that was few far and in between. Really, working came junior and senior year. Freshman and sophomore year was more of, sports thing. And that's fine. Because I wasn't the Jordan mama. I'm not going to go buy you Jordan, Polo, this. That was not me. I'm going to make sure you cool, though. I was going to make sure you look nice and you were decent haircut. You know, those things happened. But I just wasn't the label mother that did all that every day. You are just, your alpha's 500. Nah. Nah. So they worked, they got what they wanted, paid their cell phones. The same thing that my mother taught me, I taught them. So that when they leave my home, they understood the value of money, paying bills. They understood credit. Okay. Now, I didn't tell my children they were on my credit until really now. Meaning that everybody's graduated high school. Everybody has their own apartment. They're renting their own house. One's in college. So now everybody is aware of they're on my credit because now they're responsible. They're paying their own bills now. They see the importance. So my college age one, he has a certain amount on one credit card that he can use, and he is to let me know if he needs it because he's on scholarship. He really don't need it. Okay. But if he does, no problem. Let's just let me know what's going on and so that I'm aware of it. The other two have their own credit cards now. So they're still on my stuff. We all, well, I'm not on there. Well, no, I am. I'm so sorry. I'm on one of my oldest son. He has a credit card. I said, put me on that thing. Okay. So we all share each other's thing. And I have stressed to them the importance of having your credit card balance 10% or under. I don't go about a 30%. I believe that is just what they tell you. To me, your credit score is greatly affected between the 30% and the 10% on the balance. And I'm talking the credit score being between, that might affect it 15 to 20 points or something like, or, you know, maybe 10. I don't know. But to me, a 750 is better than a 725. Okay? So I make sure I tell them, keep your stuff 10% or under. And if you really want the sweet spot, so that you'll be in the high sevens or even above if your DTI, your debt to income, is low. That's important. I don't believe in no balance on my credit card. If I can help it, I don't do it. And if I do go ahead and purchase something, I pay it off within 14 days. I don't carry a balance ever. When it goes to report to the credit bureaus, my statement closing date, that thing's on zero. And if there's a balance, because sometimes I have carried a balance, it's 10% or under, period. And my score does not move. Okay? So I've shared that with them. Now, that's on them what they do with their own credit cards. But if you're using mine, okay, this is the rule. And that's the understanding. And I believe that I trust them with my stuff. I trust them. You know what I mean? So they know how it's important to me. They know don't fool with my stuff. Don't mess up my stuff. And don't you mess up your stuff. You know what I mean? Because you're going to need it. If you ain't got no money in your bank, that credit can take you everywhere. You can go get a car. You can go rent an apartment. You know, you can do this with no money down. You can no deposit. You can come with money and have bad credit and have a problem. Your deposit going to be real high, you know, or they're just going to say no, you know. So, you know, both are important. But that's what I taught my sons. I was a role model in that they watched me, saw me, heard me speak about money and credit. And then when I knew they were ready and responsible, I interacted with them and let them know, okay, this is going to be on your credit when you pull it. You're going to see this, this, and this. And they will never, ever, ever have an issue with their credit score coming from me because I'm what? Zero balance or 10% and under. But I have so much credit extended to me that my credit availability is up there real good. So my 10%, okay, I can be thousands with no problem. And they are all on my credit. So, you know, that's it. I don't have any special anything different That is literally my story from beginning to end. You know, a quick synopsis. That's it. I protected my credit like I protected my kids. That's it. Okay. I think y'all have a great holiday. Even though I practice Juneteenth, I'm glad I'm off work tomorrow. Okay. I'm real happy about that. So be safe, be kind, be loved, be aware, and be considerate. I'm learning some other lessons. You know, I'm going to do some videos outside of credit. You know, I just started with that because I wanted to share my first video, but there is so many facets of me. I'm going to share so many different things of me. I'm just going to get on here and talk. I'm going to get on here and do my hair. I'm going to get in and talk about my business. I still need to talk about my business account with Navy Federal. That's one thing. Talk about my business, you know, just talk. We gonna talk, okay? But you guys have a good one. I thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Be well. Bye-bye.